All right.
All systems go. No, no.
All systems a go, and we've got forget what you see on the as far as the description of today's shows, because it's been upended by this new energy source that Gene's going to talk about.
Yes.
And it
Oh.
is an amazing thing that the environmentalists are going to love. Well, they'll find a way to not like it. They'll liken it. Oh, it's like fracking. It's going to cause earthquakes and all that other nonsense that never happens. But
Uh,
but this is fantastic, and it's set to roll out later in 2026
yes.
in
Yes.
certain places, and it's going to lower utility costs.
A
It's
lot.
renewable energy. It's fantastic.
All right, Dave. Did you even? Well, do you want to say hello to everyone? Because I have
Yeah.
to learn how. Okay.
Yeah, let me say hello to everyone. You got Irma. Irma's the first one here. Hi, Irma.
Hey, Amber.
Irma says, "Hi, Dave and Gene. Thanks for all you're doing. I've been praying for you and Matt.
Okay.
Bless you all. Thank you. We covered your prayers. Believe me." Phil is here. Kay's here. Debbie's here. Let's see. Who do we got? We got Phil's here. Phil's here again. Phil's on. Phil's on Facebook too.
We need the numbers. We need the numbers, Phil.
Yes,
Everyone
yes,
makes it counts.
yes. Tracy's here. Very good. Cheryl's here. Lori Ann's here. Let's see. Stella, Jessica, Donald's here. That's great. Good to see Donald. Julie's here. Ginger's here. Ginger had trouble getting in. Okay. Let's see. James is here. Debbie, Melinda. All right. Let's see. Well, yeah, Melinda, that electric bill, that's going to be coming down with the new things that are coming out, the small nuclear reactors and the stuff that Gene's going to talk about. Trish is here. Eric. All right, we got a full boat. Share the show.
Yes.
Make sure you share it.
Guys, the crazy thing about it, this is huge. Dave, I had to learn this. I had no idea that the energy system is a regulated monopoly. Like I kind of knew it, but I didn't really know how this all works. Where they just like the state picks an area, and they like I guess you or I don't know if you got Con Edison. That's what we used to have in New York.
Yeah.
New York. In Myrtle Beach, we had Santee Cooper. Here we have Entergy, and you don't get a choice. Everything has to go into one system. It's a monopoly. But they do buy the electricity with the lowest cost, and it's regulated. I'll be honest, I had no idea. Zero idea how this all works.
Well, yeah, it has to be regulated, or else you'd have these corporations charging all sorts of whatever,
Right.
and running up the price, and then never taking care of the backbone of the grids and all of that. So there'd be a lot of it has to be government regulated.
I think what the best analogy, Dave, is that when it comes to internet, it's free market. Like you can have internet, and my internet's not great, by the way, but you have internet, and all these people compete. Companies like they'll do their wires and compete, or Starlink. But when it comes to energy, you have your wires and your grid and everything, but they take bids over whose energy that they're going to buy it from, and it's all regulated.
Yeah.
So when something like this, like cheap energy, when I say that with what we're talking about, or Triso fuel, when they set up shop, it's going to be cheaper because they have no choice but to take the lowest bid at the best price or whatever.
Sure.
It's fascinating. I had no idea about it. Zero idea. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the internet's another story.
Okay, so can I explain, because I'm so excited about this?
Yeah.
EGS. Okay, guys, first of all, it's like the oldest technology in the world, like a steam engine. So think about on top of, if you ever went to Yellowstone National Park, you see.
Well, now hold on a second. Hold on. A steam engine needs fuel.
Okay.
To be a steam engine, right?
Okay.
Like a steam locomotive, you've got to be burning wood or coal in order to produce the steam to run the locomotive. But this is not like that.
Okay. Basically, underground, there's rocks that are like 900 degrees. Like it's like 4 miles down. Okay. So you drill down there, and then there's just like a rock bed that's like seriously like 400 degrees. And when you pour water down on it, the steam comes up. And that's how they use the steam. So like right now, they're using the same technology. And we have, who knew, we have the best drills in the world. You drill sideways, fracking, all that stuff. But they're using this. They discovered how to do this. Can I show you the video? I think you saw the, let me show you the video.
There are some companies that are reusing oil wells and fracking wells and so on that have already been existent. So that alleviates that upfront cost of having to drill.
Oh, right. So basically they're taking what was there with the oil and now doing it with steam.
Right.
Guys, this is, the reason being is trisul fuel is coming, but it's probably going to be like, I think they said like 2030. It'll go into the AI data center.
What is that?
Trisul fuel. This is the.
What is trisul fuel?
It is the nuclear reactors that are the size of a.
Right, the small nuclear. Well, there's portable nuclear reactors, which are the small ones.
Right.
And then you have the small nuclear reactors, is which they're planning on using for data centers behind the grid and so on.
Yeah, so that's coming like next year-ish, but with the data centers first, and it'll make its way. But this thing is like, this is ready because it's all the technology. Anyway, let me play this for you here.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about American greatness. It's the 250th anniversary, and look, drill baby drill. And we wrote about this with Trump, drill baby drill, about what? A year and a half ago. But here's the interesting thing about it. In this case, we're not talking about drill baby drill with oil. It is now drill baby drill with heat. Let me explain. Department of Energy, all that research that they've done, EGS. This is groundbreaking because they're using the same drilling technology in the United States to drill for rock. Because when you go down 4 miles down, the rock is like 900 degrees and you need these drills to get down there. Now, what happens once you go down there? You simply pour water on it, steam rises up, and they have a steam plant on top of that, and that's electricity. Now, to give you an idea, it's happening now. The commercial rollout is 2027. Think about this. Clean energy, but even more than that, cheap energy because it's consistent. The rock is always hot. Just pour water and it comes out as steam. If your electricity bill is $500, once you get a steam plant there, your electricity bill goes to about $100. Now, add to that trisul fuel, which we talked about, and Donald Trump greenlit Project Pele. Electricity is going down in cost. These are innovations that Americans have made, and it shows you what's going on in America. Great things. When it comes to EGS, guess what? They're using AI technology to find the best place to drill. You no longer have to drill for oil that rocks all over the place, but they find the best spot and save a lot of money. So make sure you get Ageless Tech. It talks all about technology, especially AI, to understand what's going on in the world today. America's best days are ahead of us, and electricity costs, power costs are going down because of great United States innovation.
See, and the beautiful thing about this, Gene, is that it doesn't depend on like the weather, like technology. You know, you got to have like the wind has to be blowing, whatever it else. Even with the solar panels, you know, if you have a lot of rainy days or cloudy days and stuff like that, it affects the electricity. The rocks, the rocks that far down are always hot.
Right. It's fascinating because, like you said, you see, like I'm waiting for see what the libs complain about. I don't know what they could possibly complain.
Well, they're going to complain that it's. They're going to say it's very much like fracking and it's going to cause earthquakes. And every time, then you'll start seeing news stories from MAGA about sinkholes. You know, I was driving down my street and I fell in a 20-foot sinkhole. You know, and they'll be those popping up. You know, all of which have vanished. If you noticed, they've all vanished from the news. Apparently, there's no more sinkholes anywhere. And remember the train crashes? and the train derailments, and they were spilling chemicals all over the place every week there was a new train crash, right? Oh, that's gone. Guess they fixed that.
Well, it's the thing to complain about du jour. So, but this thing is amazing technology because it's old technology. It's just like stuff they already had laying around. Like you said, they're reusing these old.
Well, one company is. There's like 5 or 6 companies that are actively involved in this, and only, believe it or not, 3 of them are public companies, so you can buy stock in them, which would not be a bad idea since this is going to be an emerging energy source. Yeah, that's renewable because the rocks and Ginger seems to think that. Hold on a second. Let me just post a comment here. Ginger seems to think that you're going to be putting your face over the steam as it's coming up. This is not how it would operate, right? The water goes down a different loop, and the pipes are already all connected and so on. So as the steam comes up, it has to be captured. I know you know that.
Well, this is great. This is good news. And by the way, the United States leads the way with that. Just like with the nuclear energy there, the United States leads the way. They just had all this drilling. Yeah, drilling equipment is the same stuff they use. Yeah. By the way, 4 miles down, that's a long ways. And that's a long way.
Well, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think the deepest that anyone has ever dug straight down has been, what, 25 miles?
Yeah, you end up in China.
Well, it was that. Didn't the Russians attempt that?
I don't know. I just
they drilled down, and they could only get as far down as 25 miles, and then their drills kept breaking or whatever. Which then, of course, leads you to the question: how does anybody know? They say, "Oh, at the center of the Earth is this, and then there's this outer layer, and then another layer, and then another layer."
Instead of doing the firmament, Dave, instead of doing the firmament article, we could do the what's under the article.
Yeah.
Under.
Yeah, okay. You know what's under there? Sheol. That's what's down there. That's why it's hot.
Listen, I'm all with you on that one.
That's why it's all hot. I used to know a guy that said every time there was a volcano that erupted, that's because hell was expanding. Look, hell's expanding again. There's another volcano.
All right, Dave. You want? Are we talking? What are we doing? Talking transvestigations? What's going on here?
Yeah, let's jump on that for a minute. We have to. We have to.
Listen, I might take the opposite thing. All right, let me at least play the
all right.
All right, Dave Blaze, we wrote on the dispatch here. It's a man.
That's a man, baby.
Man. All right.
The disturbing reason why the internet thinks Hollywood's leading ladies are all men.
Okay. Listen. Some of them are. So what were you talking about? You can clearly see. I'm not going to name them.
Of course, you have proof of this.
No proof.
So who specifically is that you have proof of?
No, I'm not going to do that.
See, that's why it's all bull. That's why it's not real. And you could sit around and go, "Oh, the width of her shoulders is compared to the length of her arms. Look at the length of her middle finger compared to her ring finger," and all of this. I've heard it all. You know what this is? This is just a new way. It's probably started by a woman because it's just a new way how to tear down other women. That's all.
Well, the thing. Okay, all right. All right. I'm busted. All right. They're all over TikTok.
Elizabeth Bell is a man. Let's see. Who else is a man? Jane Mansfield was a man. Then you had
Comments.
Who's the latest? Julia Roberts is a man. All the models are all men.
I'm just saying, I want to see what other people think. All right? Oh, because I've heard some people say, "Oh, this person's a man." I'm like, you gotta be kidding! There's no way this person's a man.
You know what? If all of those Victoria's Secret models, if they're all men, sign me up.
That's what they say. That's what okay? That's what they say they are. That's their secret. Wink, wink.
No, yeah. Who's
the day?
There is absolutely zero proof of this.
I grew up in the generation of Victoria's Secrets. All right.
Fine. So you have proof that the models are men in drag.
I have zero proof.
So then what do you base what you're saying on?
Well, this is the whole thing with Macron and Candace Owens with this.
Yeah, well, obviously you're going to find out that Candace has lost her mind. As soon as this conspiracy with Macron's wife starts dropping her viewership down, she'll be off that and onto something else.
All right, let me play the Macron clip here. Right, here we go.
Yeah.
And his wife Bridget have filed a defamation lawsuit in the US against conservative podcaster Candace Owens. Owens publicly accused France's First Lady of being born male, sparking outrage. The French president says the claims are outlandish, defamatory, and far-fetched fictions.
All right.
Now, hold on a second now. So Jessica brings up Bruce Jenner. Okay. I don't think he was a Hollywood actress or a Victoria's Secret model at any time.
Oh my goodness.
do we not see how people get caught up in these things where there's no evidence at all?
Weird. I'm just saying it's not every single one, but some of them are. Some of them are authentically. I don't have proof. I am sure out of 100, one of them are.
You think Barbara Bush was a man?
Well, I don't. But I okay. So that's how it goes. I said this before. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. What if there was a vicious rumor that somebody started that you're really a woman?
I agree. Dave, people confuse me for women all the time. I'm taking a pee at Walmart. A guy walks in. Oh, sorry, I didn't know you were a dude. They see my hair.
Black outfits and the long hair don't help. I'm just saying. Look.
All right.
Unless you have some kind of proof or you have some kind of evidence or whatever, then you have to deem that this is just nonsense.
I agree because I said
telling everybody you don't like a pedophile. Oh, I don't like that guy. He must be a pedophile.
We are the generation of slander. We are. Seriously, this is this generation. All I'm saying is I highly suspect some of them are. And I won't say who I highly suspect, but I highly suspect some of them are.
But you highly suspect based on what?
What, an Adam's apple? How about that?
Really? You've examined their Adam's apple? Or did you look at a picture taken at an odd angle and it may be photoshopped a little bit? Because I know you don't have providence on any of those images. You see what I'm saying?
What are you talking? It's not that I don't. I'm agreeing with you. I'm just saying it's with some just cause. Can we say that? Some, not just cause. Some just cause on some of them.
No, I think this is just plain and simple. Just a wild version of and I hate this word, but a wild version of misogyny. That's all it is. It's a new way to attack a woman with her body in some way, shape, or form. This is just an alternative way to attack a woman.
Well, the thing with it, all these videos, the reason why they do it,
Aniston's a man. Have you heard this? Jennifer Aniston she was switched to birth. Are you crazy?
Okay, that's you just did my point.
Mackerel.
You did my point. When you say that and you're scrolling, right? Like, holy crap, Jennifer Aniston is not a man. No.
Right, and that's why the social media companies accelerate that type of trashy post, is because you're scrolling and you go, Jennifer Aniston's a man. Oh, come on. And you want to investigate it. It's like morbid porn.
Gus, Transvestigation. Because I seen it. Like, you're like, look at this. No, she can't be a man. No. That's what.
Look, Melinda goes Jennifer Lopez. I don't know. I would, and of course she was engaged to Ben Affleck because he's gay with Matt. What's his face? Matt Damon, right?
See, now
storyline goes.
Now I see it that most of this is based the powering of it.
Goodness. Goodness.
It's based on envy. But I'm telling you, like, out of the things that what makes you stop scrolling is exactly that. No matter what it is.
It's all based on envy. It's all envy based, and just tear the other person down because they got what you ain't got. That's all. It's all that it is. And then when you come across one of these theories, you're like, oh, see, I knew there was something wrong. There was something wrong there. And then you feel justified. Like, see, I knew it.
Hey, she might be pretty and all this stuff. She might be rich, but she's got a penis. That's what
and some days you wake up and you wonder, who in the world is having sex with Larry David? The guy's got legs like toothpicks. Yeah, all right, he's funny, but he's kvetching. He's kvetching all the time. Even Seinfeld thinks he kvetches all the time. Kvetching means you're always complaining. You're always whining about something. All right.
How are we going to make that switch from this topic to something?
Now, here. But Ellen DeGeneres is a woman. She's just a gay woman.
Okay. All right. I don't want to get too much into it because there's a lot of the people. Okay. Shoot, I'll just say it. All right. This is what I'm saying. My back in Myrtle Beach, my photographer, me and her, and she's LGBT, and this is when Chaz Bono was transitioning, right? And I said, oh, so now she's. Okay. So now she's a man. And she said to me, he was always a man. So she was implying that Chaz Bono was always a man.
No, what she was trying to say is in that lifestyle, that's what they think, that she was always a man trapped in a woman's body.
Okay.
So now she's transitioning to what she should have been all along.
Okay. All right. See how things get out of hand. All right.
Well, they get out of hand because if you don't like the person, I'm going to find something. There's got to be something wrong.
David, we're gonna go. What this?
Yeah, let's go to Diana now.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, hey, we need views. We need views.
Let's get over to Diana. Hey, did you hear that Harry and Meghan are back in England?
Well, of course they I would say they kind of have to. Like they need money, right? I mean, no one's hiring her right now. All right.
Yeah. They're doing the whole, Harry wants to be closer to King Charles because, he's sick and all that. And I'm watching the British guy on Fox Business this morning who's saying that the last time he saw King Charles, he looked healthy as a horse. So the thing is that they did the whole bit where they accused the royal family of being a bunch of racists.
Right.
So then they left, and now they're in. They went to America, and they came to the United States, and they tried their bit there to get shows on Netflix and podcasts
Yeah,
going.
I don't think it worked. Like,
No, everything failed. Everything failed, and then so now they're going back, and I don't think William and Kate are all that happy about it.
I don't think. Yeah.
Now this guy's going to come back. He doesn't even look like the father.
See, how do you know? See, that's my point, Dave. I know he looks like the guy that rode the horse, his dad. I hear the rumors, but we don't know. But
He looks like the stable boy.
oh my goodness, we are turning into tabloid. After all.
So Diana here. So what was the thing, Gene, in that story? What was it that if the driver had gone left to the right?
No, seatbelt. She should have had a seatbelt on. I mean, that was a Fox News story. We put it on there. It just came out. It was legit. Wear your seatbelt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
I don't know why these people are riding around. She's in a car chase. She's the guy is speeding through what was it? A tunnel, right?
Tunnel. Yeah.
All right. So he's speeding through a tunnel. Wouldn't your first reaction be to say, I better buckle up?
No. No. All right. Dave, you want to talk about
I'm just saying. Now, of course, I want you to think about this.
all right.
In this age of transvestigation, if Diana happened to be alive, why would she ever come forward? They say, well, you're not Diana, you must be Donnie. You must be Don.
You have no idea.
Donnie.
Listen.
Donnie Spencer turned transvestigated into this Diana here. They wouldn't believe her.
Well, this I agree with you. The whole thing is like what do we call it? Sensationalism. That's what it is. People want to.
Okay, so the bottom line to all of this is that people who may or who might not have passed away, what's their motivation to ever come forward?
I agree with that. I mean, listen.
If they're in a very protected life and doing well, why do you want them to come forward? That you could. So what? For what reason?
I will tell you that if it was, I moved here to Arkansas for a specific reason, just to get away from it all. Really?
Because you fell in love with hog jowls.
Yes, I fell in love with hog jowls. But my point is, if it wasn't for this George magazine thing, I didn't need it per se. Like it's great, but I did it because there was a cause to be had with this. And I know it. It just, I mean, it sucks if they're talking about all these women and everything that they call them a man. Just goes down. All right, what's going on here?
See, right, Stella, and that is my opinion, and I have voiced it strongly in the past, and I have been verbally assaulted over it. But that's when someone asks me, that's my opinion.
And I have to say this too. Okay, let me read this.
People like Diana need a tranny stand-in for protection so people get mixed up. Now, Ginger, why a tranny stand-in? Are you saying that Diana is so close to resembling a man that for someone to impersonate her, it would have to be a man? I don't know. I'm trying to decipher what you're saying here. All I know is that if people come forward, number one, 75% of everyone out there is not going to believe it. They're going to think it's BS.
Oh,
am I still?
Yeah, you're still here.
Am I still?
You went dark. You went dark.
All right, hold on.
All right, you know what? Let me run me see something.
I think I'm still here.
You are still here. You are
All right.
still here.
So something just fell and knocked me completely off. That's all right.
All right.
That's all right.
Okay.
Probably Pumpkin trying to rewire one of his.
You know what? While we'll do that, let's see if you need to fix something. I do want to talk about this one, and then we can run a video.
Yeah, go ahead.
This Trump thing with North Korea. Okay, this is here's a video, and I don't know if it's a minute video, so give Dave time to do this. One of the things that I need you to look for with this is he talks about South Korea. So North Korea, the bad one, right? Without saying that. South Korea, the United States ally. Look at what Donald Trump says about South Korea. This is interesting. Here we go.
Kim Jong-un has always treated me with great respect. And we met on numerous occasions, actually, 2 primary occasions, spoken and spent time. I understand him. He understands me. You're doing war games. I get along with him. You know, he didn't like Biden. He didn't like Obama. He didn't like anybody. But I get along with him very well. When I called recently the president of South Korea, who I like, I think he's very nice, actually. But I called him. I said, would you like to give us a little hand? We don't need help with Iran. But if you'd like, give us a hand with Iran. He said, no, thanks. And I said, wait a minute. We have 39,000 soldiers over there guarding you from Kim Jong-un, your next-door neighbor, and you're not going to help us on a very easy military operation in Iran? That's strange. No, we'd rather not get involved. I say, well, why are we involved in helping you?
All right. Great point there. Yep. All right.
That's exactly right. I mean, why in the world would we be helping South Korea? But
I know this stuff like this. If I could say, the best part of what's going on now is it really gives us a chance with this to see who's helping us and who's not.
right,
The crazy thing about it is Israel's helping us, but then you have certain aspects of MAGA who, quite frankly, just makes you wonder who's controlling them, that hate Israel.
right. Well, they just look for any reason to hate the Jews. But the other thing is, don't forget that that South Korea also buys Iran's oil.
I didn't know that. Okay, I didn't know that.
South Korea buys Iran's oil. So the thing is that they probably have some deal worked out with Iran. So that's why they don't want to rock the boat
Oh, okay.
too much.
All right.
But
Well,
it's not the point. The point is, here we are. We're supporting them for 50, 60, 70 years against the North Koreans. And, you can't help us a little bit here with Iran? What's the
right.
matter?
Well, no, like I said, it's really shown everyone's true colors on this
Right.
in a big way. All right. Dave, the next story we have on the dispatch here is about Erica Kirk. And, you know what? Is the article in the new one, by the way, the new George magazine on Erica, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Dave, I just want to show maybe 10 minutes of the new issue here. This is amazing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Guys, just watch it. Just going to be a few minutes because there's a lot of music to it. You guys are going to love it. This is the new issue of George magazine. All right, so
So here's the thing. That's not the new issue.
Oh, it's not.
That's issue 40. What we're working on is the experience. That was actually a screen record on my phone.
Okay.
Where I downloaded the digital version of George, and you can see the animation. It's like flipping pages and so forth. It's fantastic.
Okay. All right. So anyway, we are upgrading many things here at George Magazine, but I just want to show with this in the new magazine that you're guys gonna get soon, we talk about Erica Kirk here. Now, Erica Kirk has been attacked probably more than any. Well, we've all been attacked, but this has been really coordinated with her. Once again, a reminder: this is Donald Trump at the State of the Union. So Donald Trump and Charlie Kirk and Erica Kirk are like they Donald Trump is not enemies with Erica Kirk.
No.
All right. Here we go.
This is especially true among young people, and a big part of that had to do with my great friend, Charlie Kirk, a great guy, great man. So last year, Charlie was violently murdered by an assassin and martyred, really martyred for his beliefs. His wonderful wife, Erica, is with us tonight. Erica, please stand.
All right. Once again, reminder, guys, with all of this, she's getting attacked or has been attacked for a reason. Is because she is helping with the MAGA agenda, and really people wanted to hijack her platform.
Yeah, the MAGA influencers wanted to move in and take over Turning Point USA as soon as, the horrific incident where Charlie was murdered in broad daylight. And then, so they tried to move right on in, and Erica blocked them. And so the next move was to defame and tear down her personal reputation, saying she was everything in the book, from a child sex trafficker to working with Mossad and all of this. Just horrible stuff.
Right. And a reminder with her organization, it's actually doing something. Registering people to vote, like we used the illustration before, it's like the acorn on the right-hand side. And it's even more effective in a sense because it's converting, if you could even say that, a demographics that's normally very liberal with the college campuses.
Right. Now, Gene, here's something that you're gonna go crazy over. So Charlie Ward's in the house, and he's saying to click on his Telegram link and message privately. And now look, here he is again, leaving another comment for Tracy. Click on the Telegram link and message private. This is amazing stuff because we know Charlie is very much involved with the Iraqi dinar stuff. So we would advise not to click on any links.
I don't think it's Charlie Ward, guys, but
well, I don't know. Who else would call themselves Charlie Ward and then post on
No, I'm just saying, you know how many Gene Hoes they are on TikTok?
They're not posting on our chat.
No, well, all right.
I'm just saying, I don't know. The only evidence I have is somebody's posting claiming to be, that looks like a Charlie Ward account. It's his picture on the profile.
Well, with that, Dave, I'm telling you, there's plenty of Gene Ho accounts all over the place. I'm sure there's Dave Blaze accounts too.
Yeah, there you go. He's clapping.
All right.
He wants to sell you some more dinars and zims and Vietnamese worthless currencies.
All right. What do you want? Do you want to do the devotional, Dave?
Yes.
Okay, let's do the devotional. This is from today, when truth isn't learning. And guys, this one is particularly, I don't know how much more I could just say about the movement, but the movement is filled with truth seekers. And there's nothing wrong with that, except for one of the things are all wrong. Not all wrong, but they're like the things that they talk about. It's amazing. A lot of them are lies. Anyway, here we go. Here is the devotional for today. Here's an interesting dynamic when it comes to politics and believers that are involved in politics. Because there's a lot of people today that call themselves truthers, truth seekers, or however you want to say it. And some of them say good things, some of them say bad things, some of them outright lie. But the danger for us is confusing this so-called truth for the truth that Jesus wants us to seek out for. The scripture today is from 2 Timothy 3:7, and it's very simple, and it talks about these ones. These people are ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. Now, what it's talking about here, of course, is the truth that comes from the Bible. But some believers can be caught up into the other truths where they're just researching people or researching injustices, sometimes lies, sometimes truth, but they confuse that with the truth that we need to be seeking today. That is why it's so important for us to stick to what the Bible is saying. It's the same thing when it comes to some preachers today. They might talk a big game about Jesus. They might talk that you need more Jesus. But what are they actually preaching? Are they actually preaching what Jesus wants us to preach? That is the gospel of Christ and the good news that the Bible brings to mankind of being saved. Anyway, think about that and think about where we fit into that we don't get caught up into always learning, but never coming to an accurate knowledge of the truth.
Amen. That was good. That was good, Jim.
Yeah. All right.
Very good.
Anyway, the reason why I say that is because of this whole thing. Everyone's a truther, right? Everyone's a truther. And the thing, even with when it comes to politics, Dave, a lot of these people, when they came in, they heard Donald Trump say fake news. And a lot of people got caught up because they thought that anyone that supported Donald Trump is immediately telling the truth.
Yeah.
And it's the furthest from the truth on some of these.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Let's do this. On this one, majority of young adults say that they're more concerned than excited about AI. Now, Dave, we've been talking about this before, and even still to this day, this anti-AI mentality is as powerful as I could see it. It's actually affecting small boards like mayorships and the townships, where they're putting pressure on these people to get these AI data centers.
Yeah, I got to tell you though, Gene, I know there's a lot of that article talks about today's youth and everything else, and there's even talk in that article about suicide hotlines and everything else. But I'm going to say it like this: when Apple gets their AI sorted out, so that they're not using ChatGPT or Gemini or whatever, and Apple promotes its own internally built artificial intelligence, all of these youths will automatically be on the AI bandwagon because it's on their iPhone, it's on their Mac, it's on their iPad, right? I'm telling you, that's how fickle this is. Since Apple has fallen behind the AI curve, we can't trust AI. We don't like AI. AI is no good. Apple comes out with their own. Give it 6 months to a year. This whole situation gets turned around.
What do you think that came from? This whole thing which is marvelous how they did that. They got the youth market. I'll say this, Dave. My oldest daughter, when she got her first phone, no matter what, it could not be an Android. No matter what, it was the weirdest thing. Maybe she feels differently now because she's her own person.
Because Steve Jobs focused. Okay, we had Gates and Microsoft and all of that. They focused on the technicality and the advancements technologically of computing and the software and so on, whereas Steve Jobs focused on the user experience. Everything was the user experience. So that's why the computers had bright colors. That's why it had a different looking shape. It was geared towards artists, and it was geared towards creators and so forth. Apples were never geared so much towards work. right? That was the Microsoft. And then when they started in with the iPhone, even though Android was already on the scene, the Android phones were already on the scene. But when they started with the iPhone, basically, Jobs made it like that iPhone is just a piece of junk.
Yeah. Well, the thing is with it, I think it goes back to the actual marketing with it, because I even remember, they would have all these commercials or in the magazines and everything.
All right, Gene, I have to go. I have to fix something going on here because the battery's about to die. It's a whole scene going on here.
Okay, it's all good. Thank you guys for joining us once again on this. Let me just close it out, and then tomorrow, Lord willing, we'll be back. But thank you very much, everyone. As you can see, we're having technical difficulties. Here we go. Thanks for checking us out. Don't forget to go to georgemagazine.com and sign up for the Dispatch. It's free. Get the emails and the news stories. And check us out Monday through Friday, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You can check us out on Facebook and YouTube. We'll see you then.